We are weeks away from the scheduled Brexit date. September proved momentous in UK politics, with the risk of a no-deal exit on the 31st of October reaching a peak, then dramatically reducing with the passage of the Benn Act. This law requires the Prime Minister to ask the EU for another extension if he hasn't struck a deal with the EU and had it approved by the UK Parliament, or got Parliament to agree that no deal is an acceptable outcome. So what should business do over the coming weeks? There's so much uncertainty in terms of the date and form of Brexit, but this is not the time to sit back and wait and see. Business needs to prepare now, as some changes may take several weeks to put into place. The most effective approach is to start by assessing what the EU single market actually means for you right now. What market access does it give you? Which EU regulations and standards apply to you? Do European regulators regulate you? Then consider what might change and how you manage that, either by changing your processes, your structure, perhaps by engaging with government or industry groups to influence the future. The risk of a no-deal exit may have receded, but it hasn't been removed. We could find ourselves in another extension and a general election very soon. The UK government is continuing negotiations to secure a deal with the EU, whilst at the same time ramping up its no-deal planning. You're likely to have seen or heard the Get Ready for Brexit advertising campaign, which has begun, aimed at increasing business readiness for the UK's exit. Many businesses have undertaken some Brexit planning, but a recent initiative from the UK government has seen a real focus on encouraging preparations, including providing new funds to trade bodies for the provision of guidance, revising government technical notices, revamping the gov.uk website, and developing a questionnaire which points organisations to the relevant policy areas on the website. Despite all of this activity from the government, the political uncertainty does seem to be affecting business response levels. We still see some adopting a wait-and-see strategy, but as time ticks on and the uncertainty continues, these judgment calls ought to be revisited and business should review their preparedness now. At this uncertain stage, though, can business realistically do much to identify or reassess and actually mitigate their risks? Absolutely yes. The first thing to do is to consider the issues that are most likely to affect your sector at this stage. Our Brexit teams produced a series of industry insights that outline the potential impact of Brexit on a range of sectors, from agri-food companies right through to professional service providers. Having worked out your critical issues, the key is then to identify your no-regret mitigating actions. By that I mean those steps that just divert as little resource as possible but ensure preparedness for whatever direction Brexit heads. We've also produced a series of 6 videos to outline some of the practical steps you can take to mitigate these risks. They're small and bite-sized and won't take long to watch. There's significant guidance in the public space available to you. For example, I've previously mentioned the UK government's comprehensive Get Ready for Brexit website and guidance from the trade bodies. There's also a series of government events across the country going on now, designed to help businesses get ready for Brexit. You may have seen it, the FRC issued a letter dated the 16th of September, which suggests a number of the most critical actions business should consider to prepare for Brexit. And finally, there's our own website, of course, deloitte.com/Brexit. On here you can find regular updates, insights and videos. It's also where you can sign up to our blog posts and our weekly Brexit news alert.